Well, hi there, Libra. I'm Lady J, and this is Pirate Readings. Thank you for coming on over and checking out my channel. I am here to talk to you about the week of the 10th through the 16th of March. We will get into that momentarily, but I want to welcome everybody because everyone is welcome. My kings, my queens, and my in-betweens. Welcome here. I won't judge you if you won't judge me. Excellent. I'm going to talk to you about your card for the month. All month long, this card here is talking about rhodochrosite and your inner child. So we want to nurture our inner child as best we can this week, this month. And if you have a rhodochrosite in your collection of stones, you can throw that in your pocket for the month, and it will definitely help you remember that caring for that little person inside you is the most important thing you can do this month. That will be very careful and very, very wonderful. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and burn a little sage, get a little cleansing going on here, which isn't to say that I haven't done this before or that I don't do it every time before I start doing a reading. I'm just starting to do it on camera. So I hope you enjoy that a little bit. And ta-da, we're ready to go. Let us go ahead and get into it. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. And here they are. Excellent. So let us add some cards from this pre-programmed section of the Alleyman's Tarot. We'll go ahead and lay these out. Let's see what's going on here. All right. So we have Suffering in Silence. And this card speaks to little self-deprecation, you know, that thing where we cut off our nose to spite our face, we forego the party because we just don't feel like we're worthy. I want you to know you are worthy and that you should definitely go to the party. But at the same time, this is so much more. This is so much more than that. This is thinking that you're all alone in your pain, and I want you to know that you're not. There are many people feeling as much pain as you are. And if you never say it out loud, you'll never know, right? So we have to be brave, and we have to open up, and we have to share what we're really going through so that other people have an idea what's happening, okay? Don't be a martyr, right? Don't be the one who dies on the cross for someone else. It's not your job. That was somebody else's job. And that's already been taken. So there you go. But this is really all about you taking care of you. I would bet anything that whatever you're going through, there's somebody else who's been through it too. So don't be afraid to get a little outside help if you don't want to share it with your family. Totally get that. Sometimes it's safer not to share with your family. All right. Now then. We have the Time Machine. And this card talks about wanting to go back in time and fix things or do things differently or change things from the past. Regrets come up in here a lot. I don't want you to take it as a slam of any kind, because it's not. It's just something that we all go through on occasion. We go, well, man, if I had only done this or if I'd only done that. If we could go back in time, what would we change? The moment of true self-love comes when you realize that if you could go back in time, the most you would do is maybe hug somebody you didn't get a chance to hug before, and you'd be really like that. Because the fact is, who you are today, the beautiful creature, the beautiful person that you are today, is so important that every little detail that happened back in the past influenced who you are today. So you wouldn't be you if you hadn't gone through all those things. So there's a congratulations in there for getting through it all, because even the worst things can be a blessing. There's a story. Yeah, I was just told to tell the story. So in the past, yes, there was a thing that happened to me. Somebody did something to me. I was young, and it made me mad, made me sad, upset me in a lot of ways. And I spent many years thinking that I would want to go back and change things. But as I realized, as I went through situations where I wanted to change things, I also found myself going, you know what? I need to get on with my life. I want to change who I am, so how can I do that? And the answer came through that if I was to forgive that person or find something redeeming in that person, that I could move forward. So I did a meditation, and I discovered that mostly he was adamant that he was fine and normal and proper, which made me crazy. But as I looked and scanned his body, I discovered down in his pinky toe on his left foot that there was this tiny little part of him that was sad and sorry. Very tiny. Ugh, he was such a jerk, okay? So, but this tiny little part that was sad and sorry was just enough for me to say, oh, he gets it. Some part of him gets it, and that's enough. I don't need to follow him around. I don't need to protect the universe. I don't need to change my life anymore. What I need to do is go live and be happy and stop worrying about that guy and take my power back. And that's exactly what I did. I stopped worrying about that. And that was a huge move for me. And that's part of why I'm sharing it with you, because truth is, we can't go back in time. We just can't. What we can do is move forward, all right? So if you need to do that meditation, do it. If you need more information on how to do that meditation, comment below. Let me know. I'll do a one-on-one conversation with you. We'll work it out, okay? I want you to be happier. I want you to feel better. I don't want you to suffer in silence, because I've been some places, I've seen some things, more than one. So you never know. Let me know what you got going on. Chances are I might have had a little foot in that door. We'll see. I've seen a lot of things. So let's just get back to this reading here. We have this wild hunt, and it's in the positive. So we are getting ready to get interested in looking down blind alleys and interesting places to find new and interesting stuff going on. So that's good news. So maybe that's you commenting or getting information on how to amend the situation. I would love that for you. All right, Libra? So where you're blocked is fulfillment of wishes. So you're not going to be getting anything you want right now. Don't be wishing too big right now. We want to let the mundane wishes be unfulfilled, like, oh, I really want a piece of pie. And then it doesn't get fulfilled, and you're like, okay, no pie. That way it's not like, oh, I really need that job, or I really need that career, or I need that boyfriend, and yeah, or girlfriend, or just general lover. Fact is that we don't want to put too many big expectations out there if they're all going to get crushed anyhow, right? Okay. We have the dark sun in the blocked department, so the things in the shadows will be blocking us. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm getting that the suffering in silence is you in the shadows, and if you're in the shadows still, you're blocking you, and that's a drag. I want you to come out of the shadows and be in the light. Okay, it's good. I say that, and then of course Degas shows up. This is a rune card, really cool. I like it. Not cool just because it's a snowflake, but it's cool. It's about day, awakening, and illumination, and hope. And these are all blocked right now, so you really need to get into this wild activity that's going to help get you out of this dark, dismal space, all right? I'm starting to worry about my Libras, okay? Don't. Come on, we can do this, all right? So now we have balance. Balance is our solution. This is about balancing physical activity with spiritual activity. This is balancing eating with not eating. This is balancing loving without loving. You know, there's all these things that can be balanced. And if we can do those things carefully and gently and be kind to ourselves, this is really good stuff, okay? Remember to watch your feet, okay? We were talking about that in the last video. We want you to watch your feet, put on some shoes. This guy's running around without shoes. We want to be careful about that because I'm not sure that's going to go very well for you. Something about watching your feet. I don't know, you might trip, you might whack your noggin. That's not great. We want you to be careful. He's got all the tools at his disposal. I really like that for you. Use all the tools at your disposal to be balanced in the world, okay? Good. Good. Now, the Masterless Knight. This guy is awesome, okay? He's like a gun for hire. He is somebody who is going to come and do the dirty work for you. He is all about it. He has no one he's working for, but he comes to do destruction. And it might be healthy destruction, you know what I'm saying? There's lots of times when what we really need is somebody to stand up for us and say, hey, leave that person alone. And it might be that they stare you straight in your face and say, hey, leave my friend alone. Huh. I had a friend say that to me recently. That was super interesting. I was texting with a friend and she said, hey, be nice to my friend. And I went, what? And I realized I had been beating myself up. Whoops. Yeah, I still do it today. So when we find ourselves beating ourselves up, we might need to hire this guy to come in and stop us from beating ourselves up, okay? So be aware of that. Consider the Masterless Knight somebody who is going to take care of you in this situation, because he's in the solution pile and he's a beast. So he can and he will handle any negative thinking that you've got going on. He will let you know you are in the wrong place. You should get out of here, you dark, crazy stuff that's causing trouble. So you're blocking that, and you're going to whack that guy out, and boom, you're going to be back on the wild path, and that's great news. You'll get into balance, that's good news. And of course, we have to remember that even as we remember old relationships, part of our solution is to let them be water under the bridge. These cups are knocked over, they're in the water that's under the bridge, right? There's the bridge, it's all under the bridge. So we're reminding ourselves very plainly that we have love in front of us and we can let the old stuff go, all right? I'm not sure why this fella shaved his chest that way. It's odd, don't you think? But we will understand that indeed we are in a position to accept this love if we can just let old relationships go, all right? So we can get on with our lives and get busy doing stuff, all right? Excellent. I like that for you. This is an interesting week for you, Libra. I have an idea. How about a pocket full of rocks? Let's get you some rocks. Okay, look at what we got. We got 5 rocks this time. So let us see what we have. We have malachite, we have emerald, we have blue calcite, we have red garnet. Aren't we interesting? Look at this. And we have amethyst. So let's look at what we can do with these. We have the red garnet, which is down here in the first chakra or second chakra, speaking to our sex organs and letting us balance out that stuff. If we're a little oversexed or undersexed, that can be rectified one way or the other. But it's also talking about fertility and the blood stuff, right? You know, and ladies, if you're on your moon, as we call it, or we can call it, be aware that these are things that will help keep things balanced and on schedule. We like that very much. This malachite is here, and it's going to help you in your third chakra to open up and clear away negative memories and issues from the past. So it will bring them up to the surface so that you can see them for what they truly are and then banish them, okay? So be aware that this is going to be the roto-rooter for your third chakra, where all your memories and experiences land. Much like that story I told you That's where it lives. It's there in the third chakra. So we're going to roto-rooter some nasty stuff out of there and just banish it out. Good job. Emerald is here. This is the earthbound physical healing and emotional healing because it's a heart stone. We're going to heal your heart some, and I think that that's a good time. This is going to be a good time for that. So do embrace the emerald and carry that in your pocket. That'll be helpful. We have blue calcite, which is going to say, hey, you need to verbalize some things. You need to bring out your words and share what you're feeling. Haha, silence isn't going to be helpful to you. And silence is going to be difficult when you're carrying blue calcite. Love it. It's the mushroom cloud coming to whack away that whole concept of silence. I think you're going to be chatty. That's good news. But you're also going to be seeing things clearly from your third eye. Your psychic self will be seeing things clearly. You'll be seeing, you'll be able to see who is truly out to get you and who's truly on your side. So when this person comes and looks at you and says, hey, be nice to my friend, you'll be like, oh, you're on my side. Huh. Okay. So that's good. I'm glad that you're going to be able to see who's on your side and who's not. So pay attention to what you see and how you see it, and if you get a vibe about them, that's probably accurate. All right, so these are your 5 rocks. Well, usually just 4, but today we're doing 5, and that's good. I hope that these rocks find you healthy and happy. I'm going to save them here for you, and as always, if these are not the rocks in your pocket, comment below and let me know what's in your pocket, all right? And if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, do it. Then you'll be all caught up and I will be right there in your mailbox when it's time. And I'll put out a video once a week to help guide you through and help you see what's coming for next week. Excellent. I thank you so much, Libra. We are going to be talking about the 17th or the 23rd next week. Hope to see you there. Thank you.